Welcome back. In this class, we're going to be designing the front cover, as you can see. So this is a document that we created earlier. I believe by this time you already have all the images we need. We're going to be using for this course. You can see this is what we use for the front page, chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 9. Okay, and it's worth of note to understand that the way this book was designed, okay, it's to flow in a manner whereby, let me use this to explain this. It's work in a manner whereby after each chapter there's going to be an image and an image caption. Okay, so each chapter is going to have an image and image caption flowing like that to chapter 2, and then the image and the image caption. Of course, the image should speak volume as to what the chapter is talking about. So let's dive straight into the course. Now we have our front page. Okay, so as you already know, we're going to be drawing the frame like so. All right, so this is the frame. So I'm going to hit Ctrl D to place. I think you can go to File. You can find your, which you can see here. Okay, but I like using Ctrl D. So just click this, Ctrl D. I'm going to find where the image is stored. Image is stored here. So this is my front page. I'll click this and open. All right, so I'm going to hold down my Shift and Alt and maybe drag this into perspective. So if I hit this, hit Shift W, we'll be having this, as you can see on the screen. So let's move on. The next thing we're going to be doing, I think, next thing I'm going to be doing is to, bring in this right up, the clock master's key. Okay, so I'm coming here, I have this copied, Ctrl C, and I'm going to be drawing the text box. Okay, maybe of course this is the front page, so we're not going to be making sure everything will be in this margin here. So I'm going to be drawing a text box this time. So hit my T, I draw basically text box like so. Okay, Ctrl V, highlight everything and make sure the white, probably just increase everything here to like let's say 50 for now. Good. Now the way this was designed, when you come in here, you can see we're having the color code that should be used here, okay, and the typography. Okay, so all right, so coming back, we're using the mechanical demo. Okay, so I'm going to click this here and I'm going to type mechanical demo. This is what we used. Okay, so if you look at this carefully, we are having the clock. I think there's a mistake here anyways, but let's make reference to this, the clock master's keys. Okay, the clock master's keys. So let's make sure we follow the clock, and I'm going to increase, maybe bring this down for now, the clock master. So I'm going to click this. All right, so we use this, was the sizes that we use, 62, 45, 62. So let's see, coming here, I'm going to make this, if it's too big, we're going to know whether we need for modification. This is going to be 62 too. Don't forget this is a front page, so 45 for this part here, 45. Okay, so next thing we're going to check is that I have 100 here. This 100 is referring to so here I'm going to put in 100. Okay, so I'm going to be having this, and the next thing I'm going to do, drag this down. Okay, maybe drag this to the side so that we know what we're doing. Good. Then the next thing is that I'll come in here, highlight all, and centralize. So we have this then. Okay, keep this somewhere here, the clock master's key, and you can see there's a color code that was used. So you can copy this, come in, and maybe select all if you want. Double click this and paste that here. Ctrl V. Ctrl V. I think I copied some other things I wasn't supposed to copy. Let's see if that will give us what we want. Okay, so this is what we have been able to do presently. So we are mimicking this already, though this came in another fashion. So we have this. I could take this up a bit. Okay, and let's see what we've got. So Shift W is what we have now. Okay, so I could take this to Photoshop, and there's this image, and do some editing here to make it quite dark or a gradient or something. But let's leave this the way it is. So next thing is to have this here, the name by Friedrich Christian, and I think that is already here. Okay, I'm going to just highlight this, Ctrl C. Okay, I'm going to draw text box below. Okay, I'm going to draw a text box somewhere here. Ctrl V, and we just give it a random color and a random size. Let's say it's 28. Alright, so I'm going to use Times New Roman for this. I'm going to click this, Times New Roman. I'm going to use my bold probably. Okay, so don't forget it's supposed to be by, and this here. I'm going to highlight everything and centralize. Okay, maybe I should stick with the regular. I will want to use the regular font, but still with the Times New Roman typeface. So I have this. So something you could do is when you click this, you could just double click here so that it would just let me repeat that again. Double click. So I have this down here. I can click this, double click. Okay, I think I'm good. Double click, and I have this here. So why I'm doing this is because I can just click this, come into my properties panel. Okay, I could just come down here and align, but in this case I want to align to page. So align to page, I will centralize. Okay, so click this too. I believe that is still on, align to page, and I will centralize. Okay, then take it back to align to selection. So let's see what we have in this page now. Shift W. This is what I'm having, the Clock Master's Key by Friedrich Christian. So let's get back, and I think this is good enough for what I want in my first page. Okay, so let's move on to the next page. Okay, and yeah, we'll be looking at, let's say we'll be looking at okay, we're looking at dedication, acknowledgement, and all. Okay, all right, so I think at this point we'll call it a day for this class. So I'm going to assume that in this class we design the first page of this book. We're going to be diving into others shortly. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.